If you think you'd like to set up JW Player on your website but are not too sure about using JavaScript, here is another short tutorial to show you how easy it is. As we saw before, download the player software from the JW Player site, extract the files, put them in a folder, and then FTP the folder and files to your web directory. Remember, the player will only work on a remote server, not on your local computer. If you've seen the first tutorial on setting up the basic player, you'll recognize most of the first lines. As you can see, we have called our main div video area again. Put the whole of this div, including the JavaScript, where you want to put the player on your web page. The next line loads the JW Player JavaScript file from the folder on our website. This code does all the hard work behind the scenes, which is why JW Player is so easy to use. The next div we have called Media Space again, and this is where our JavaScript is going to put the JW Player. The bit of text you can see is there to tell you this. You can just ignore it. First, we're going to set up the player in the Media Space div we saw above, and load in the Shockwave Player software from our JW folder. We've seen the next four items before. The control bar controls various functions such as play, pause and volume, and is here set to the bottom of the player. The volume sets the player volume when the first video loads up. Width is the width of the player window in pixels, and the height is obviously the height in pixels. However, now we're going to add a playlist window to the bottom of the player. The height will have to include this dimension as well. We've added another 90 pixels, and you can choose what you want. Now the code changes. We're going to add a playlist of just 2 videos. Just follow the scheme as shown, and you can add as many as you like. Note the brackets here after the word playlist. A square bracket followed by a curly bracket. The first line is the file name and location of the video itself. As you can see, we are using a video stored on YouTube. Remember, JW Player can also manage files stored on any other server, including your own. The second line is the thumbnail, which can be any frame from the video or logo or other JPEG or PNG file, in other words, virtually anything. The third line is the title, and the fourth is description, which gives some extra information about the video to the user. Now we're going to add another file. Notice the 2 curly brackets separated by a comma. Again, we add the file, thumbnail, title and description. And that's it for all the video files. Notice how we end the playlist with a curly bracket, square bracket and the usual comma. However, what we haven't done yet is say where we want the playlist. It could be at the bottom of the player or to the right side. Or it's sized in pixels. Here we have said 90 pixels, which, if you remember, is how much we added to our player height earlier. The last parameter is plugins. As we saw, this gets the player to play high definition videos when they're available. And that's pretty much it. We finished the script and the code in the same way. Now your users can happily scroll through as many videos as you want to show them.